And so Jen, what should parents of a 1-year-old be, looking out for nutritionally? What should they be feeding them?
Okay. So at this age, they can go ahead and transition to cow's milk or whole cow's milk at this time, or a dairy alternative if, say, that it was determined that they had a milk protein allergy or something, or just lactose intolerant. You could use a dairy alternative. Like, I would recommend soy milk or pea protein milk, just because those are high in protein. Some parents come and tell me that they're giving their 1-year-old almond milk, and I just really discourage that, just because even though it's high in calcium and vitamin D, which is really the reason we encourage dairy at this age, it's just not, it's very low in protein, and they need that. They get most of their protein from milk at this point. So at this point, they can transition to, they should only be getting 2 cups in a day, or 16 ounces. So obviously that's going to be a lot different than what they were getting before. They were getting about 1 liter or 32 ounces of milk or formula before that. So it may be a little bit of an adjustment period, but that's okay. They'll get used to it. So 2 cups a day of milk, and then just paying attention to, that they're staying hydrated. So they need 5 cups, up to about 5 cups a day of fluid in general. So minus 2 cups of the milk, then the rest of that should be water. We really discourage juice. You can give up to 4 ounces a day of juice, but I just wouldn't make that a regular thing, or just don't even introduce it at all, to make so that it's not a big deal to them. And then even if they don't necessarily drink 2 cups of milk in a day, maybe they don't like it for whatever reason, they can also be eating yogurt. So 1 cup of that could count as a dairy serving. 1.5 ounces of natural cheese, or a 1/3 cup of shredded cheese can count as a dairy serving. And then try to limit added sugars. So trying to limit things like fruit gummies. I know that's a popular snack. Of course, the kids are going to ask for that, but just don't even bother introducing it, and then they won't ask. Just trying to give them more fruits and vegetables for snacks, or like whole grain crackers. And obviously avoiding choking hazards. I know, I feel like this should be, common sense, but sometimes people don't realize that things are choking hazards. For example, popcorn. We don't think it's a choking hazard because it's soft, but sometimes that popcorn has kernels in it, and kids can choke. Or even like goldfish, those should be fine, but some kids, just depending on their developmental stage, or if they just shove them in their mouth or don't like to chew their food, then that could pose a choking hazard. Not saying that goldfish do, but I have had firsthand experience with a goldfish choking incident with my own child. So just kind of always supervising your child during meals and snacks is very, very important. Avoiding like whole grapes or hard chips like tortilla chips, nuts and seeds, hot dogs, obviously chopping them up in small pieces, hard candies, taffy, large chunks of meat or cheese. So those are things that are really important to avoid.